let you know that Gifted is no perfect movie. So in Gifted, a man named Frank, played by Chris Evans, is raising his niece Mary, played by McKenna Grace, who is intellectually gifted in mathematics. But Frank believes that his late sister would want Mary to go to a regular school and have a normal childhood. But Frank's mother, Evelyn, played by Lindsay Duncan, believes that Mary shouldn't waste her talents and decides to file for custody of Mary. And Frank begins to question whether or not Mary should be treated like any other normal kid. Mark Webb goes back to his roots in making indie films and beautifully directs a film that feels so much different from other mainstream movies. He saves time on editing by filming many major scenes in only a master shot where one character is in the foreground, one is in the background, or one is on the left and the other on the right, so that the audience has more than one focal point to look at, and their eyes are constantly moving back and forth, instead of just the regular shot, reverse shot technique that can get really tedious after a while. And when he does use the shot, reverse shot technique, it is done in a way that makes us really feel what the characters are going through. Like when one character is looking at another through a window, and we get to see a POV of that other character looking back on them, and we can automatically understand what they're feeling in the moment. Chris Evans gives such a restrained and nuanced performance as Frank. His character spends most of the movie with the exact same physical expression that he's trying to hide something, to hide the pain of his sister's death and how he feels as if people are only thinking about what Mary could be instead of what she really wants to be. And even though at first glance he seems very distant from her as a result, he values her more than anything because he has very little to look forward to in life. He has a low-paying job, his only friend is his neighbor, and he has a lot of one-night stands that go absolutely nowhere. And when he does stuff with Mary like take her to the beach or help her look after their cat even though he hates cats, he looks so much happier because she gives him a huge purpose in life. And I gotta say, McKenna Grace gives one of the best child performances I've seen in a long time. All too often, kid actors sound like they're being forced to say their lines rather than them actually wanting to act. But here, Grace always feels as if what she's saying and doing is genuine. Her lack of social skills from being homeschooled by Frank does explain why she's so brutally honest to her teachers. She loves doing calculus and doesn't feel like she's really being challenged at school. But she still wants to connect with kids who are her age and is actually willing to stand up for them when one of them is bullied. And one thing that my sister said on the way home from the theater is how she felt as if a lot of McKenna Grace's line delivery and her expressions felt more improvised than scripted. And I'm actually willing to bet that's really what happened because her performance just feels so real and emotional that she was easily my favorite character in the movie. Octavia Spencer has a smaller role than many people would probably believe from watching the trailers, but she has such a charismatic presence as the comic relief that she makes every scene that she's in feel a lot funnier. And Jenny Slate surprisingly gets a good amount of time as Mary's teacher who gets Frank to open up about himself as a person outside of school, and she offers him support in any way that she possibly can. And even Lindsay Duncan has some moments where we can understand why she tries so hard to further Mary's education and have her achieve a lot of success, which makes us see why she's so willing to take away things that kids her age would do, like play sports or even something as simple as be a Girl Scout. My only real issue with the movie is that during the third act, it does this thing that a lot of movies about child custody go through, where we think the main characters are going to lose up until they make this huge, shocking discovery that's usually discovered just by dumb luck that helps them get the favor of the jury and the judge. And I felt like this plot thread felt a little bit tacked on when we know for a fact, we know how this movie is going to end. There's really no point in teasing us just for dramatic effect. Gifted feels like an independent movie with a blockbuster cast in the best way possible, thanks to its direction, cinematography, editing, and especially the acting by the extremely talented cast. And for that reason, I'm going to give Gifted a 4 out of 5. Guys, thanks as always for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, check out my other reviews at NoPerfectMovie.com. And once again, thank you all very much for watching. Take care.